Good morning, and thank you for joining us. This is the weather hazard briefing for Thursday, May 15th. We'll take a look at what's going on here for the next few days. Unfortunately, it's going to remain continued cool, cloudy, and wet for much of the area today. There will be some slight improvement as we get into the day tomorrow, although it will still be unsettled for parts of the area. Another potent low-pressure system is expected for this weekend, bringing more showers and thunderstorms and cold temperatures to the area. But there are some signs of improvement beyond that system as we get into the middle to late part of next week. But before we get there, we're going to have to contend with more clouds and showers and thunderstorms. Looking at the satellite imagery from across the area this morning, that area low pressure that brought unsettled weather to the area yesterday has moved well into Wyoming. In its wake, we're still seeing some lingering clouds across the eastern half of the area. But for the most part, it's pretty quiet out there, but things will change as we get into the afternoon and evening hours later today. As you can see, we're expecting more rounds of showers and thunderstorms across a good portion of the area today. And once again tomorrow, and then, like I said, we have that second low pressure system coming for the weekend, bringing widespread precipitation chances, and that will linger into the early part of next week. So it's going to remain wet around here for the next few days. As far as temperatures are concerned today, slightly warmer than what we saw yesterday. We'll have a bit more sunshine in the first half of the day. Should help raise those temperatures a little bit. They're still running 10 degrees below normal or so, but most of the area today will top out in the 50s. We will have some spots that are a little bit cooler across the higher terrain and a little bit warmer as you head out into the Magic Valley, where maybe we can top the 60-degree mark for a few hours or so today. Winds aren't too much of a concern. Basically what we've seen the last few days, 15 to 20 miles per hour across most of the area. As you head out into the Magic Valley, however, those winds will be a little bit gustier, 25 to 30 or so, but again, it's kind of what we've seen the last few days. As far as precipitation today, predominantly it's going to be focused across the eastern half of the area. Things are going to be a bit more hit or miss, kind of showers and thunderstorms that develop in the afternoon. So these rainfall totals are a little bit lower than what we had in the forecast for yesterday. But nevertheless, given the isolated nature of the thunderstorms, some spots will certainly exceed these rainfall totals. So it's just kind of giving you a broad brush approach to what we're expecting precipitation-wise today. So as we get into the day tomorrow, things will warm up a couple more degrees, not much. It's very similar. Tomorrow is almost a mirror image of what we're expecting today, although the precipitation will shift a little bit farther north tomorrow, basically focused across the Central Mountains, over towards the Montana Divide and towards the Island Park area. Maybe some showers and thunderstorms sneaking into the Eastern Highlands. So as far as sensible weather is concerned, it's very similar. But there will be a few subtle differences here and there between Thursday and Friday. The more interesting weather takes place as we get into the weekend. Saturday, those temperatures look warm, and they're a bit closer to where they should be for this time of year. However, throughout the day, clouds will be on the increase, basically right after the sun comes up. And then by the time we get to the lunchtime, early afternoon hours, precipitation is once again going to overspread the area and continue throughout the day, throughout the rest of the day Saturday, and continue all day Sunday, basically. So here are precipitation forecast amounts for the day Saturday. You can see 1/10 to 1/4 inch across a good portion of the area. And then as we get into Sunday, even more rainfall is expected. That upper low that's going to bring this long duration rain event basically moves overhead on Sunday. And that's going to keep our temperatures very cold. Most spots will be in the low 50s, probably some upper 40s across some of our higher terrain zones. So certainly well below normal, 15 to maybe 20 degrees below normal for this time of year on Sunday. So it's going to be a rather raw day across the area with ample showers and thunderstorms in place. Things will slowly begin to improve as we get into the day Monday. The first half of the day is likely going to be still wet across the area, but as we get into the afternoon and evening, we might start to see some sunshine, especially across the western half of the area. as that low starts to move away and we start to see some improvement in the weather. But it's going to take until at least Tuesday before things really start to improve. And it does look like things will warm up quite a bit by the time we get to the middle and later part of the week next week, just in time for the upcoming Memorial Day holiday weekend. But before we get there, like I've said a few times, we have more rain to contend with. So these are our expected precipitation totals from that upper low moving through for the weekend into early next week. So you can see a lot of the area is going to see at least probably half an inch of rain, if not some spots exceeding an inch, depending on where the heaviest showers and thunderstorms ultimately set up. Still too far out to fine tune that, but nevertheless, expecting widespread precipitation across all of eastern Idaho for this weekend and into the early part of next week. But again, there are some signs of improvement beyond that system, but we're still a few days away from that, and never know, things could change, but right now it does look like there are some signs of warmer, drier weather at the latter part of next week. But until then, keep the umbrellas handy, stay warm, and we'll get through this, and we'll see some improvement here in the next few days. Thanks again for joining us. Have a great day.